Have you heard the organizing buzzword, micro-decluttering? It is a new word going around, and I truly love this idea of decluttering. Now, if you've never heard of micro-decluttering, don't worry. It's kind of a new way to declutter, a new thought process, if you will. So in this video, I am going to break down what is micro-decluttering, who I think micro-decluttering benefits, and how you can do micro-decluttering in your home. Well, I'm Jessica, the Organized Mama, and I teach families how to organize. We do this in a variety of ways. Here on my YouTube channel, School of Organizing, I share all sorts of fun organizing and decluttering tutorials. Don't forget to check out tons of playlists with all sorts of organizing, decluttering, and tidying tutorials. You can also check out theorganizedmama.com for our entire resource catalog of all of the things organizing. And you can check out Organizing Tune-Ups podcast, where we break down big organizing concepts into small bite-sized chunks you and your family can do every day for 5 to 15 minutes. So, micro-decluttering. This is like a fancy term for doing small decluttering projects daily. Okay, so hear me out on the whole thought process behind micro-decluttering. What we were seeing as organizing and decluttering professionals, what we were seeing happen was that the gurus out there were sharing, clear out your entire space and then slowly put back the things that you use. If your brain gets so overwhelmed by all of that visual, it might be a lost cause, and you might have just made a bigger mess than actually decluttering in the first place. So instead of doing like tear the house apart and then slowly put it back together, why not break up the tasks into small bite-sized chunks? Over on my podcast, I talked about how to organize the kitchen, the drawer by drawer method. This is basically micro-decluttering, just in a very specific way. If you want to listen to that entire podcast episode, you can find it where you are watching this video. And so you're breaking down the big task of decluttering, and you're doing it in small bite-sized chunks. So you might spend 10 minutes going through decluttering, removing all the things you don't need, and for like one drawer that has all of your cooking utensils. And then you can move to the next drawer and then slowly remove the things that you no longer use. And it's easier to find those things because the things that are questionable, like, well, I might use that, or the things that you're like, no, I definitely use that, are easy to pick up because those are the things you know and you see them all the time. But it's those other items in your drawers, in your cabinets, in a corner of the house that are the ones that get overlooked and can easily be decluttered when we start focusing on a different way of decluttering. So I have found that micro-decluttering really benefits people who get overwhelmed with visual clutter. So visual clutter is just all the things in your face all at once. That could be piles of things. That could be stuff on the countertops. That could be things in corners. Or that could just be you get overwhelmed by all of the different colors, patterns, and all the things all at once. So if that's you, micro-decluttering might be beneficial for you. I've also found that people with ADHD really benefit from micro-decluttering because the task is small and short, and based on how your brain is wired, it really is effective to get through one task and then you did a declutter instead of focusing on an entire room, getting overwhelmed, and then feeling defeated. That's not the point of decluttering or organizing or minimizing or tidying. The point is to just live in a space that works for you. That is the whole point of organizing, period. It doesn't need to be fancy. It doesn't need to be like over the top. It just needs to work for you. So if you're looking to declutter, but the KonMari method doesn't work for you, rainbow organizing gives you a headache, then maybe try micro-decluttering to remove the things that don't fit in your house or in the space or in a drawer or in one particular area, and then go on to the next one once you've completed that particular declutter. Now, starting can be super overwhelming, and that is another hurdle you kind of have to get over if you choose to do micro-decluttering. I suggest starting in a place that is really obvious to you. Like, okay, this is really, this junk drawer is really cluttered. I need to remove the stuff I don't use. My sock drawer, I can really part with about 2/3 of the socks in there because they have holes, I don't wear them. The wool on them is itchy, whatever it is, there's always one place to start. So if you are ready to tackle this on your own, I suggest coming up with a plan. That plan is writing down one thing that you're gonna do. And then what's the next thing? Once you complete thing one, go to thing two. So I'm gonna complete the junk drawer. You complete the junk drawer. Okay, the next project I'm gonna do is this one. And then you just slowly move on that way you start with a plan. You have that plan to start and focus. Now, if you want help walking through the entire declutter thought process, I have a free declutter roadmap that is going to help you visually see the whole thought process behind asking yourself, do I need this? What do I do if I want to keep it? How to group things together, how to categorize them, labels, and then back to the start. You can get that where you are watching this video. Now, if you are in need of more hands-on customized approach to decluttering and doing it in a micro fashion, then I have more resources for you over on The Organized Mama. You can get all of those resources down below where you are watching this video. Also, I have an entire playlist on basic decluttering that you are totally going to want to watch. Make sure to check that out. I'll see you in the next one. Love what you see? Don't forget to subscribe. New videos every Wednesday.